A successful program that helps alcoholics and drug addicts recover is completely free.
It doesn't cost the addict or taxpayers a penny. It may sound too good to be true, but in this case, it's a reality.
The Recovery Pod in the Sarasota County Jail is celebrating its third anniversary this week. ABC 7's Linda Carson is here with more on that. Linda?
Scott, the addiction community, that includes Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, along with the Salvation Army, came up with the idea for the program. The Sarasota County Sheriff's Office, the jail, and some 150 volunteers kicked in to help, and so far, more than 1,000 inmates have taken part. When an inmate comes into the Sarasota County Jail and these doors slam behind him, he makes a choice. Join the general population, or if he has an addiction problem, join the Recovery Pod. Choose the Recovery Pod, and you're going to be busy.
The meetings are every morning, 7:30 in the morning, 7:30 at night, 7 days a week. And then we do classes Monday through Friday, twice a day. And we have teachers that come in.
Inmates are in the Recovery Pod for their entire sentence, and when they get out, they can continue working with the same counselors through the Salvation Army. It's proving to be an amazing success.
Actually, the number of people that are rearrested is 16% compared to the 46% that are rearrested from general population.
There are currently 32 women in the Women's Pod with a separate, larger pod for men. This is the way the women live while they're in the Sarasota County Jail. Room after room, side by side, 2 beds in each room and a toilet. They have the chance while they're here of sitting in this room and doing nothing or joining the recovery program. Evelyn Soto spent 8 months here. She was in jail for doctor shopping.
It changed my life. It gave me the foundation with classes and AA meetings. They gave me a religious background. I mean, it just changed my life completely.
She says without the Recovery Pod, after jail, she would have just gone back to her old life.
I would have been doing nothing, just wasting my time being in my head and thinking about doing the wrong things when I got out of there.
Andrew Vance, in for grand theft and burglary, spent 9 months in the men's Recovery Pod.
If I'd have spent, 9 months in the regular jail, I probably just came out and did the same things I used to do. Got out and started doing drugs again and stealing.
Instead, he's continuing his recovery in the Salvation Army program.
I have a bright future now, thanks to the Recovery Pod.
Why does the Recovery Pod work so well?
They are in a positive peer pressure environment. That environment gives them, it's not like they go out to a meeting and then they come back and have to face all the negativity. Everything that goes on in the Recovery Pod, everybody that's in there is involved in the meetings.
And on Saturday morning, the Recovery Pod is celebrating its 3rd anniversary at the Salvation Army headquarters on 10th Street. There'll be many of the 150 volunteers there, the Salvation Army officials and officers from the jail and the Sheriff's Office who make up the program and work on it will be there. Also, some of the former inmates who say the program saved their lives will be there to applaud them.